The Indian public has high expectations for the Union Budget 2023 to 2024, which will be announced by the Finance Minister on February 1, 2023. As this is the last budget of the current government before the national elections in 2024. Since taking office in 2014, the NDA government has implemented various policies that have a direct impact on citizens' personal finances. These include the introduction of new income tax brackets, financial schemes, and welfare measures related to savings schemes, fixed income instruments, health insurance, and credit schemes. Additionally, the government has also implemented a 30% tax on income from virtual digital assets such as cryptocurrencies, NFTs, and similar tokens. Forbes Advisor India has compiled a list of what financial industry experts believe Indians should expect from Budget 2023 to 2024. Here are the top 5 items on their wish list. 1. Investors are expecting that the upcoming budget in India will make pensions tax-free for senior citizens. Currently, senior citizens are eligible for an income tax exemption of 3 lakh Indian rupees under the old income tax regime, and 5% under the new one. The CEO of Ageas Federal Life Insurance thinks that pensions should be made tax-free or allow deduction for the principal component because the pension premium is already paid through taxable income. Additionally, the CEO of Sud Life Insurance believes that a waiver on income tax on annuity income up to 25,000 Indian rupees per month for senior citizens would enhance old age income security for all and help the government to mobilize long-term funds required for infrastructure creation. 2. Experts in the insurance industry are calling for an increase in the tax exemption limit on health insurance premiums in the upcoming Union Budget 2023 to 2024. Currently, policyholders can claim deductions of up to 50,000 Indian rupees under Section 80D of the Income Tax Act. They also suggest that the health insurance sector should benefit from a reduced tax rate of 10% on long-term capital gain, LTCG, above 1 lakh Indian rupees. Policyholders also expect that the decision to tax unit-linked insurance plans, ULIPs, will be reversed, which was earlier tax-free under Section 1010D of the Income Tax Act. Additionally, they hope the budget will address the difference in tax treatment between equity mutual funds and ULIPs, as they believe that ULIPs and mutual funds should be treated equally in terms of tax treatment. 3. Retail investors are calling for the government to provide tax benefits for investments made through Unified Payments Interface, UPI, in the stock market. Given the significant increase in UPI transactions post-COVID, investors are requesting for mutual fund-linked retirement schemes with tax concessions similar to the National Pension Scheme, NPS, exemption of interest scheme switches from capital gains tax, and inclusion of mutual fund schemes that invest in specified infrastructure subsectors in the list of specified long-term assets under Section 54A. The government has been actively promoting investment in stocks and mutual funds, and investors hope that these tax benefits will further encourage more retail participation. 4. Home buyers are asking for an increase in tax incentives for home loans under Section 24B of the Income Tax Act. Currently, buyers can claim interest deductions up to 2 lakh Indian rupees, but they hope for this limit to be raised to 5 lakh Indian rupees. Despite the tax exemptions and deductions already available for home loans under other sections of the income tax, including Section 80C and Section 80E, home buyers believe that an increase in tax incentives under Section 24B would help borrowers save more disposable income at a time when materials and labor costs are rising. 5. Investors are calling for an increase in the tax exemption limit on savings accounts under Section 80TTA of the Income Tax Act in order to boost the sentiment of taxpayers. They also advocate for introducing tax exemption on interest earned on term loans under Section 80TTA to bring risk-averse investments like fixed or recurring deposits on par with tax exemption offered to senior citizens under Section 80TTB. Additionally, they expect the government to bring debt-linked savings schemes, DLSS, on the lines of equity-linked savings schemes, ELSS, and to bring DLSS at par with tax-saving bank fixed deposits that are eligible for tax deduction under Section 80C. A survey by Deloitte found that over 60% of respondents anticipate an increase in tax exemption and deduction limits, and 70% think that modifying personal taxation would support individuals. Thank you for visiting us. Please subscribe to our channel for more such videos.